Aloha everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Join me as I talk about all I've learned in my journey as an investor and how I was able to retire from working a 9-to-5 job at age 30. Today, I'm celebrating a huge milestone. A single ETF paid me over $9,000 of passive income in one day. For only taking investing my earnings seriously since the beginning of this year, that's crazy, right? The ETF responsible for such a milestone is none other than MSTY. Before we get into the how-tos of creating passive income, let's learn a little more about MSTY. Once upon a time, there was a company named YieldMax. YieldMax created ETFs to generate weekly and monthly income for all by using option strategies on one or more securities. Within YieldMax, there lived a treasured ETF known as NVDY, who you can learn more about in the link above. But deeper in the halls of YieldMax lived a younger and even more beloved but volatile ETF named MSTY. MSTY's full name is YieldMax MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF. MSTY's only job is to track a company called MicroStrategy Inc. MSTR for short. MicroStrategy Inc. is a company that provides business intelligence software, mobile software, and cloud-based services to all the land. Investors from every nation flock to invest into MSTR specifically because of their Bitcoin holdings. MSTR is indeed a keeper of $9 billion worth of Bitcoin on top of their gains from their business. Attentive investors give their earnings into YieldMax's MSTY as they seek a great fortune. And as the price of Bitcoin rises, so does MSTR's capital. And because of this, the beloved MSTY grows the fortune of YieldMax and their investors. And so the story goes that great fortune is indeed spread far throughout the land as long as Bitcoin is doing well. The end. Well, not quite. Do realize that if Bitcoin goes down, MSTR will go down as well, which will definitely affect MSTY. So I'll continue to remind you not to put all of your money in a single investment. Always remember to diversify your portfolio. Now that we got that out of the way, we can resume our lesson on passive income. Take a look at MSTY on YieldMax's website. On the right-hand side is MSTY's distribution rate. Yes, you are not mistaken. Currently, MSTY has a crazy high distribution rate. This is why my portfolio and other investors' portfolios have seen such massive gains. If you scroll down to the distribution schedule, I want to point out MSTY's distribution per share. MSTY also has a high distribution per share at a little over $4. The distribution schedule shows that this is also the second time MSTY has paid their investors over $4 per share. Some quick math will tell you that if you hold 1,000 shares of MSTY and YieldMax is paying $4 per share, you could be paid $4,000 in a single payout. Obviously, when taking a look at the distribution schedule, it shows that MSTY doesn't always pay out $4 per share. And that's okay. At their lowest payout, which was $1.85, investing 1,000 shares into MSTY will still get you paid $1,850 per month. Still not a bad outcome for little to no work. So even though MSTY is so volatile, is it worth the investment? In my opinion, yes. I still continue to invest into MSTY because when you take a look at its 6-month chart, MSTY has shown that it is able to bounce back from NAV erosion. Like I mentioned in a previous video, NAV erosion is the loss in net asset value of a fund due to its shareholders being paid out. It's important to pay attention to NAV erosion, as the more it occurs destructively, funds have less capital and are unable to generate future income. But do know it's going to happen, especially with these type of funds. I will also continue to invest into MSTY because I get exposure to Bitcoin without actually having to invest into Bitcoin directly at a much more affordable price while getting paid dividends monthly. It's easy to talk about the positives without touching on the negatives. What happens when Bitcoin trends downward? Short answer is, you're gonna have to ride it out. Buckle up and get ready for a bumpy ride. While Bitcoin has indeed dropped below $60,000 this year several times, sources say it does have the potential to reach $90,000, which will increase the price per share of MSTR and in turn, hopefully, increase the distribution per share of MSTY, which is exactly what happened this month. When Bitcoin trends downward and MSTY's price per share lowers, think of it as an opportunity to be able to invest more money to get even bigger monthly payouts in the future. When MSTY's price dropped, I was able to invest even more money. Last week on the EX date, I got paid over $9,000 from this high yield income ETF. Absolutely life changing. Today, I leave you with a quote from one of the best investors in the world, Warren Buffett, that I often think about. Be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to continue learning more. As always, mahalo for watching. Till next time, bye-bye.